Yo, what's good, y'all? Vaughn Harvey here, Mobile Office Media. Back again with a little video, yo. I want to talk to you guys about a few things. So check it out. I know I did a video before about shadow banning. I know I'm moving around a lot right now, guys. I'm just trying to get... Don't worry about that. Did a video before about shadow banning. Now, shadow banning is a technique that Instagram uses to, I guess, restrict. Let's say restrict. I'll take that. To restrict people from... I don't know what the heck shadow banning is really for, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what it's for. But I can say this. Let's say that you are trying to get a point across politically. I don't know, my tongue is heavy today. You're trying to get a political point across. If people use shadow banning, yeah, that could stop you from getting your point across. So Instagram uses this technique called shadow banning, once again. I've been affected by shadow banning. My whole account was affected. My whole business account was affected. Recently, it's been affected for the last 2 months. So, I came on the YouTube, and I was asking about shadow banning. And one gentleman gave me some good information. I can't recall his name. Brother, when I find out your name, I will put you in the descriptions at the bottom. I promise you. So what he said was, write to Instagram, right? So for the last 2 weeks, I've been writing back and forth to Instagram. Like, yo, listen, y'all got me on the shadow ban list. And I don't know if you think that I'm a robot or some kind of... I don't know what you guys think I am, but I'm going to tell you right now that I'm a business here. I'm trying to grow my business here on Instagram. I appreciate the platform, and I appreciate everything that platform is about. I need to be off the shadow banning list. So for 2 weeks, like probably I say about 3 times a day, I was sending out this message to Instagram. And then I increased my postage as I was posting a day. I normally post about 7 to 15 posts in a day. I was going 25, 30 posts in a day. And I'm going to increasingly do that because it has brought my following back a lot stronger. I have a goal for this month of August to increase a lot more activity on the gram, on Facebook, so forth and so on. I've noticed a lot of funny things, fickle things happening, being that Instagram is on my Facebook now. Their message is kind of translating back and forth. Instagram is no longer this independent entity where you can do things on Instagram and just do things. And I don't know if shadow banning is restricted to just Instagram, because I've seen Twitter has been really silent as of lately. And what I mean by that is, like, if you are not politically inclined, if it's not about sports or anything of the sort, Twitter has been really increasingly silent as of lately. If somebody wants to contest me, please contest me. Please tell me that Twitter's making a lot of noise besides the noise that Trump is making. Please tell me that Twitter's doing a lot more than that. If that's not the case, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I spent a lot of time on Twitter. I used to like Twitter more than I like Instagram. I'm not saying I'm like either one of them more than the other. I'm learning to enjoy YouTube a lot more, respecting the platform that it is. But it's not a Game of Thrones, or I'm not trying to play up to anybody or play down to anybody. But I used to spend a lot of time on Twitter, and I have noticed that Twitter has become increasingly silent. How people used to do this thing of growth hacking, like, I don't see that anymore, and I don't see a lot of the young entrepreneurs that's growing their businesses and growing their following like they used to on Twitter. Maybe I'm out of the loop. Maybe that's what it is. I don't consider myself to be old. Like, yeah, I got 2 gray hairs. I don't know what you see, but I got 2 or 3. But man, so I did this technique. I started writing Instagram 3 times a week. Letting them know what my mission was. I'm a community organizer. I've been a community organizer for 15 years in the Bronx and the South Bronx and in Brooklyn. And letting them know that they're increasingly pulling away my followership and killing the message that I'm trying to send out, a positive message to my viewers and my followers. Yeah, I know I use the hashtags like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, and I think that's one thing that Instagram is making sure that they do away with. People that are making these bold statements about, you know, Black Lives Matter, black kids and stuff like that, cops and things like that. You know, you say anything wrong about cops, they're gonna ban you. If you say anything wrong about this one, they're gonna ban you. So when it all started, I put up a post about the NRA, and that's when it all started. It got really heavy. My account was frozen for about 45 minutes, and when I mean frozen, there was no interaction that I can do. The account was on this I don't know what kind of, it was some weird page. Like, it was Instagram, but it was this, I've never seen that page before on Instagram. I've never seen anything like that on Instagram. Before that and after that. Actually, I did see it popped up again. They started asking me my number to keep the other guests on Instagram safe. They asked me for my number. They asked me for other vital information to keep their guests safe. I'm like, okay, I've never saw this on Instagram before. So, yeah, so they do that. They grab my information. They grab my number. So I'm like, okay. They got my number. They got my information. After that, my account went down. Now, they didn't only... So shadow banning, if you use a hashtag, people that don't follow you can't see your hashtag, can't see you on the hashtag. Friends that follow you will see you on a hashtag for a limited amount of time. You'll see yourself on a hashtag and you'll think that you're okay. Instagram didn't only shadow ban me on hashtags. They took away my content. They deleted my content. Listen, man, when you control the server, I don't know how they did it. I couldn't tell you how they did it. But they took away my content. And I had to explain this to them. Guys, you took away a considerable amount of content from me. I'd say about 70% of my content they took away. They just deleted. Whatever they did with it, they somehow blocked it. Any content that had any of those hashtags that were, I guess, deemed banned, they took it away. Now, I can tell you one hashtag that is definitely banned. It's branding. Branding is a hashtag that's banned on Instagram. I think also motivation is another hashtag that's banned on Instagram. I believe, don't quote me on motivation. Don't quote me on motivation. But I am very sure that branding is banned on Instagram. You cannot use the hashtag branding or you will be shadow banned. So, in closing, guys, I did the techniques that I said. I stopped following myself with another account so I can see that, you know, my name or my photos or my content pops up on the hashtags that I'm using. And I'm still watching that. So it's like a really slow process. You gotta keep on watching it. If you have another account or you have a friend that's cool, really cool with you, have them like checking out and seeing if you are shadow banned still on your account. But you have to just keep on watching it. Now, if you have a business account, make sure you check your stats. See how far your reach is going. See how many people are paying attention to you. and all of that. Make sure you pay attention to all that, because that's the things that you want to make sure are happening, and that the shadow ban is lifted off your account. Because you won't know unless you're paying attention. And if you just let it fly by, they're gonna just leave the ban on you. You don't know, you don't care. Like, so if you're running a business, or if you're trying to create content that people can relate to and follow, and you're shadow banned, you want to pay attention to what's happening with that account, and you want to make sure that that shadow ban is lifted off of you. I hope I was clear enough for you guys, because it's vital information. I spoke about shadow banning a while ago, and I noticed that it was happening to me before it like really became something that was really I was really paying attention to, and I meant all the little reallys, because it was really subtle at first. It was really subtle, and if you notice, like if you try to put hashtags down, like say if you put hashtags in the comment section and you get the little red notice in the bottom, you have banned hashtags, or you've already been shadow banned. Either you're using several banned hashtags, or you've already been shadow banned, or you're being shadow banned. All right, so pay attention really closely to what you're doing on Instagram. We know that, if you didn't know, Instagram has a new algorithm, and when it sees certain words pop up, it's gonna go gung ho for those words. Now, you still see kind of crazy stuff happening on Instagram, and one thing that I can tell you also, that now Instagram has this pooling mechanism because of this algorithm. So if you watch, like, let's say you see a lot of fight videos, it's gonna pull you to that. You watch a lot of, let's say you watch a lot of the ratchet stuff that happens on there. Like, let's say, no disrespect to the Shade Room. I like the Shade Room, but let's say you watch a lot of stuff from the Shade Room. Well, it's gonna pull you to all kinds of content that come from places like the Shade Room. If you're watching all kinds of inspirational stuff, it may pull you to that, but whatever gets the most traction is what it's going to lead you to. So that's how the algorithm is working now on Instagram. If I got it wrong, guys, say something in the comment section below. Let me know. Once again, Vaughn Harvey, Mobile Office Media. I thank you guys for listening. Love you. Peace.